Welcome guys, today we have an Underlords patch review. In this patch review, we'll focus on the gameplay and the improvements to the game. The first improvement is the new opponent's logic. It's likely we won't face the same opponent that defeated us over and over again, which is very nice. Allow lineups that has more versatility against multiple lineups to really strive in the game. The second improvement is the Chore global item, Coordinated Assault. This item now stacks with multiple chores standing next to you. So you have your chore cheerleaders next to you, all of a sudden you have multiple attack speed upgrade. This can really benefit the knights, and the lineups that chore goes well can be warriors and the knights. You can stack the chores together and all of a sudden they also attack super fast. The II spellcasting is improved. This will benefit the mages most, I believe. And of course, we're gonna go into dragons. The Dragon Alliance now requires 2 units. It used to be 3 units and the Dragon have full mana at the start, but now it's going to be different. The Dragon Alliance now provide the dragons with additional ability, so let's have a look here. The Dragon Knight's default ability is Breathe Fire now. This is an AoE damage ability which also reduces the enemy's attack damage, so now Dragon Knight is going up on my tier list for sure, because he does burst damage which knights need, and he also reduces the damage of the enemy. So that means allow knights to do what they're supposed to do, is to be super tanky. This is a flat damage reduction, but it's very useful in the early to mid game. In the late game, Dragon Knights will become a dragon. So Dragon Knights in his Dragon Alliance, so having 2 different dragons on the board, he will become a dragon. Once he becomes a dragon, he receives range attack. He starts doing damage due to his amplifier. The level 1 dragon will do poison, level 2 splash damage, level 3 splash and slow damage. Dragon Knight's getting an HP upgrade and also a health regeneration. They start to love Dragon Knight for sure. I bet you it's one of the weakest purple unit in the game, that's why they start upgraded. Followed by Dragon Knight, we have Puck. Puck now gets phase shift. What phase shift does is when Puck receives his or her initial phase damage, she or he will dodge the damage. So the first damage Puck receive will be dodged. Not that much stronger, but we can run dragons and mages with Puck. Of course, the third dragon we have is Viper. Viper now has Corrosive Skin. For those that played Dota 2 before, Corrosive Skin is a very strong passive. It grants magic resistance, it grants damage per second as a poison, it also slows the attacker. So whoever hits Viper is gonna have a tough time. And now, Viper in the Dragon Alliance, not only does Viper nukes down a unit with a Viper strike, also can be defensively tanky with the Corrosive Skin, which do add on top of the Knights. So I'm really excited for the Knights. Let's look at this. Pocket Sand is the Assassin's spell. So when you pick the Assassin's class, you can have Pocket Sand. So stores mana again on receive damage by 50%. Pocket Sand debuff enemy winner within 2 cells, still within 1 shot of Assassin landing. So a Pocket Sand is when Assassin jumps into the battle that blinds by 50%. Now Assassins are getting a slight buff, which is nice. Keeper of the Light now costs 115 mana. Keeper of the Light health decrease. So this is to adjust for the strength of the mages. And I don't think this will change that much because, yeah, Keeper is great. I know Keeper kills everything, but mages are still going to burst you down. You just have to get some mana gain on Keeper and all of a sudden he's back. Desperate Mages now increase mana gain on receiving damage and dealing damage at the same amount as the attack damage. So Desperate Measure was a tier 5 item, I believe. Now it's getting a much needed buff. Because even when you have 90% damage gain, it's not that relevant in the late game, I feel. Now, Wicked Intent is when you have multiple undead. When you have 4 undead, it's 100% reduction to healing, which now blocks HP regen. Oh boy, goblins are getting nerfed even more. Because followed by Wicked Intent, which kind of counters goblins' Merc regen or Inventor's regen. Scrappies or Goblins Alliance now provide only 8 armors and 9 health regen. It does provide double amount if your army size is smaller than your opponent, but in the late game your army size is always larger. In the early game your army size is smaller, so this could be beneficial, but in reality I do feel like this is a nerf to the Scrappy, because Scrappy seems to be very solid against all the lineup except mages. Knights Alliance, look at this one. Now gives a constant 15, so all the damage reduction and additional when next to another knight. This is legendarily strong. Because why is that? Because you stacking damage reduction, and that is already very strong in auto chess. And on top of that, when you stand next to knights with the better II, they do stand next to knights. And that means the knights are so solid, it's going to be so hard to kill them. All of a sudden you have dragons. The rise of the knights are here, and the dragons are going to roar. Chaos Knight damage increased, so that's okay. I like the adjustments to boost up speed. I almost never pick the boots. Now I might pick it for the HP region, and the Boom's movement speed, it's so-so. This is a very nice item to counter the mages. Pipe Up Insight was always a classical Dota item to counter mages. It gives magic resistance, which is very nice, and when the first enemy has max mana, it applies a shield for the allies next to you, so the frontliners that runs into the mages all of a sudden gets a magic reduction shield, which is very much needed, because we often see our frontliner runs in, stack, and they go melee, and all of a sudden the mages burst everything down. This will make them last longer, this will counter the mages accordingly. And lastly, I was super excited to see the Australian mode. I was like, this Australian mode? Maybe I get better ping. Turns out people have it upside down. I was like, okay, maybe Australians do have it upside down. I'm not sure. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. And, feel free to comment in the comments below of this patch update. We'll be testing it. And our tier list is coming as well. So stay tuned, guys. And thank you so much for watching this Underlords short summary of the patch review. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and definitely subscribe for more contents for Underlords to come. Thank you guys.